Okay. Just going to find the video, everybody. Okay. Just putting in the comments the YouTube link. Right, watch the video. I'm just going to share. Where are you sharing it, Naomi?
I'm still trying to find the video.
Where are you going to share it? I can put it in the Creative Hub and the Creative Family.
Yeah, I'll do the messenger groups.
Yeah. Don't forget the install one. Just putting this in the Creative Family group. In the Creative Hub. So if you're watching this on the Creative Family group or the Creative Hub, if you click on the video, it is better because then we'll see your comments. If you just comment on the post in the Creative Family group or the Creative Hub, we will not see your comments. There you go. It seems to be working. I'm going to hop out of there. It seems to be working on YouTube. Maybe John's tested the comments there. And there we go. Hello, Carol. Hello, Shaz. Okay. We have the air conditioner in place like this. It is really, really hot here. Like, I'm talking really, really hot. Hello, Joanne. Hello, Kelly. So we're using Traveler's Journal. And I've got some photos. So these are from our trip to Brisbane to go on our cruise, the cruise to New Zealand last year. This is us with Milton, well, it's Quentin and Milton, wrangling our luggage to check in. And this is going on board with Carol, our friend Carol from Harvey Bay, and her cousin Kay. This is when we arrived back into, this is arriving back into Australia, I think. But yeah, I think, maybe. I'm not 100% on those. Hello, Dana. Okay. So these are kind of getting, well, this is traveling with all our stuff and crud in there. We didn't take that on the cruise. That box there is Nolla's printer. She needed the other week and is in the dining room here. I forgot to take it back to uni with him this time. Yep. Yep. Hello, Di. Hello, Debbie. Oh, and Diana's on the Tube and Facebook. You might find it's easy to comment on Facebook and have it streaming to your TV on the Tube. Trust me. Okay. So I'm going to use Traveler's Journal. And this is a mega fussy cut that I did. You'll notice our fussy cuts are just a little bit thicker at the moment. Have had a supply issue with our mega fussy cut paper or card. We are endeavouring to fix that. But I have cut, it is doable, I have cut it out. So, you know, I've got all my bits and bobs. I've got my bags and my suitcases and my leaves. So I've got all my bits and pieces for that. So I'm going to use that. It's the mega fussy cut. Let's put the suitcases up there. Let's get rid of that. I've also fussy cut from a pocket sampler. I have fussy cut 2 pockets. I've fussy cut a brown one and a tealy turquoise coloured one. Because we're going to do this interactive. And I have fussy cut the Traveler's Journal Creative Builder. So these bits are from the Creative Builder. Because you need bits to create something. You know, you need to have stuff. So if I don't know how many of you haunt our website, if you've been haunting the website, you will have noticed today that the Mega Fussy Cut, let me just show that again. Mega Fussy Cut went up, and a couple of other things. Hello, Jenny and Dawn. Hello, Joanne and Karen. Hello, Carol. Oh, Carol says love the Mega Fussy Cut. Yes, and it's nice and travel. So we had a couple of things go up. We've got a new ruler. It is our stamp edge ruler. So can you see that? It's a stamp edge. We're going to use that. And we've got a new template set. And some of you are going to go, oh, our template set's a little dearer than the others. Well, it's actually two. It's actually two template sets for the price of only just a little more than one. And it's got a really big footprint when we make it. So we've got a stamp edge and a scallop on the inside. So the outside stamp edge is, and it's got some sharp edges, but it has to, is 5.5, and the inner scallop is like 4 1/4 on that one. The next one down is stamp edge is 4, and scallop is 3 1/8 on measurement. Number C, because there's no point putting measurements on them, so that was B. This is C. Is 2 3/4 for the stamp and 2 1/8 for the scallop. D, and this is going to be a bit fun to cut, but actually I don't think it's going to be that hard, is a 2-inch stamp and an inch, just halfway between 1.5 inches and 1 5/8 inches for the scallop. And the really small one is an 1 1/4 stamp and an inch scallop. Now, you might not use that much, but you can definitely use it with ink. You can use these with ink. So we're actually going to use them for the first time before Naomi John gets ink and paint all over them. Yeah.
Now I would be.
And the other new thing that you saw is our creative palette. So this little guy is a little round palette. So it is the same width as your sidekick. Now our sidekick is for building things on. It's got a grid. And for painting things on, and there is space for mess in that. But our sidekick, and there's a glue spot, it has evolved. So this is going to be part of that evolution of the sidekick. Because, yeah, it's evolved, trust me. So let's get a design board out. And let's start building a page. Oh, maybe we should have a look at the, see, it just sits there so beautifully, and it just goes along. Let's have a look at Traveler's Journal and work out what we're going to use. So this is paper 1. And we've got paper 2. This is, paper 1 is the most popular Traveler's Journal product we have. Paper 2, paper 3, paper number 4, paper 5, and paper 6. So I'm actually thinking the colours are right to use that, but if we do Does that look better? I actually think it looks better with the brown. No. 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 I like the brown behind the suitcases. Can't tell you why, because I don't actually know. You just know when you know. Okay. Let's make a start. So we're going to use brown in the middle. We're going to use the pattern as a background, so we've got it on there. It is very busy. I did design that. It's extremely popular. So we're going to take this piece of number 2. Oh, I'm coming back. Got lots of comments. Sorry. Got sidetracked creating. Hello, Deborah. The random pineapple. Love it. In the car. Yep. It's not random. We're Queenslanders.
So we are in the tropics.
You come to Queensland in the subtropics, you're going to be eating pineapple. I love those templates. Thank you, Diana. Gorgeous papers. Love them all. Hello, Bronnie. Hello, Sam. Hello, Mel. The pale, says Nicole. Okay. It pops on the brown. I think it does. Hello, Ree. I like the brown. It makes the suitcase colours pop. Yeah, Karen. I've made it, says Jacqueline. Oh, you have. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to cut an 11-inch square. And we're gonna do it. See you, dear. Travel safe. Have fun. We're gonna do it so that the barcode's in our 11-inch square, so that we so that our scrap piece we cut off is dual duty. So we're gonna cut an 11 by 11. Right. We'll start with that. Let's get our ruler. So with the kit for tonight's class, you will have the option. What am I running into this chair? People have created in my area. Amelia was creating this afternoon. She's very messy like her sister. So we're going to line this up in the center. Right? This is also a centering ruler. Right. I'm going to line it up on the edge there. And I'm just going to trace all my little scoops. I'm hoping you can see it, me doing it this way. Probably not. And it's a bit khaki-handed doing it this way. I'm going to say that. I'm going to do the other one on the side. Deary me. I actually love cutting these little scoopy bits out. I don't know. It seems very fulfilling. I love how you cut them out, like scoop, scoop, and they're done, and you've got a beautiful, beautiful edge. Just, I know. I can seem a little crazy at times, but, and you know, tonight is the first night of 6 nights of classes. So today is meant to be the first day of our passion retreat, but we had a little bit of a supply chain issue with passion. I'm really sorry, but we're going to possibly have supply chain issues with other things coming up. We've already got some cardstock issues. We're already having to look at backup sources for some things. 11 inch is not great there, but we'll overcome that. We'll fix it. But we will endeavour not to have any hiccups in our supply. We will endeavour to keep everything running along smoothly. So we were definitely, because our calendar says we are doing a Friday night and a Saturday night this week. And we thought, well, to make up for it, we will do, and because we're not doing any lives next weekend at all, it's Easter weekend, so, and we're closed Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday next weekend. I'm not opening Easter Saturday this year. I'm going to be selfish and put my family first. I'm sorry, anyone that is inconvenienced. And I am truly sorry. But so we thought we would do a Sunday, and then, well, Naomi John already does a Monday night class. And so that I don't have to do a class on Thursday night, it's Scrapbox week next week in any case, I actually thought that if I did my class on Tuesday night instead of Wednesday night, so I did my card on Tuesday night instead of Thursday night, and I still have a scrapbooking class on Wednesday night, well, we'd end up with 6 nights in a row, so we thought we'd put it out there. Just all we've done is moved Thursday to Tuesday and added a Sunday. Not that much. But we worked out a bit of a plan. So tonight is a Traveller's Journal interactive. Tomorrow night is going to be bees, and it's going to be dimensional. It's going to have bees on it. Sunday night is a nautical layout. It's not with Nautical Dreams, but sorry. Monday is going to be a vintage style mixed media canvas, and we're going to do that out on Facebook, and it'll be on Naomi's YouTube and our YouTube. And then Tuesday is going to be a masculine card, but we're going to try and aim for a grumpy old man card. Not meaning to insult anybody there, just saying. Our grumpy dad is having a birthday on Good Friday. Quentin's birthday is actually Good Friday this year, and so Quentin and I are both getting public holidays this year. And then Wednesday we're going to do a bath layout because we've got some ideas for that. Hello, Joanne. Hello, Sharon. I hope you're recovering well, Sharon. Hope you're resting and doing as you're told, Sharon. Well, Heather, I truly have missed you all and the live classes, but life is good at home for now. That's good. Your stuff looks great. Thank you, Di. We have missed you too, Jacqueline. And if you're in the creative, well, even if you're not in the creative hub, the classes that we load in the creative hub each week for Wednesday and Thursday, they are actually taught live. We record them, or we only edit them if we have an interruption. Sometimes I have that 11 to Dreams one I had to stitch two together because I thought I was getting a devastating phone call, but I wasn't. It was okay.
If someone gets a paper cut during their class,
or someone gets a paper cut during their class and says a bad word,
and starts gushing blood.
Yeah, we have actually had to pause the video Yeah, that wasn't me. By the way. For a change, that was not me. So now I'm going to cut these out. Oh, this is time consuming, isn't it? This is a stupid idea. Okay. I'm not doing the corners yet. We're going to do the corners. Okay. So yes, we've got 6 nights of live classes. I should have been talking about that while I was cutting this. Dearie me. I could be cutting this for a week. You know, with our edge distresser that we make.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you could actually distress that with our edge distresser once it's cut too. We've tried to make our edge distresser that it's actually safe, but it also distresses more things. Like it's got more trajectory to distress. Yeah, some edge distressors you can't get into tight places. Even the small ones don't. But yes. So yeah. Like all items we manufacture, these templates, rulers, mega fussy cuts, and the creative palette are manufactured on a first ordered basis. And we do pre-make stuff, but we can't, we can't guess the popularity of an item.
Yeah, I was never going to be able to guess the popularity of like Aussie Bird colour cards.
Yeah. Or the Easter wreath mega fussy cut.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. It actually caused our supply issue. Well, it actually exacerbated it. We thought we were going to be able to get ourselves through the supply chain problem. But you will find, well, the other day we went to get meat and there was no meat where we shop. I can't say cardstock and meat are on the same level of the issue, but
To us it is.
actually to us it is. To a crafter, meat and cardstock are sort of on the same level. I'm not doing the corners yet. I've only done one side. Oh crap. Now I'm going to make this into a 1-inch frame because I'm going to try and keep the center of this. Just missed one. Okay, Alicia, you need to speed this up a bit. It's kind of making confetti, isn't it? Easter wreath fussy cut. Yep, Joanne, I've already done yours. No presents for Quentin. You were? Yeah. Yeah. Just wondering what you are cutting. I am cutting a piece of Traveller's Journal with the new stamp edge ruler that I traced.
It'll be such a cool
I am so proud of this ruler. So when you buy this ruler and you use it, you have to think about the amazing design innovation it is, because Quentin reckoned I couldn't do it.
I think they just fed durability, by the way.
Yep. He reckoned that there was no way I was going to be able to get it to cut without waste, because there's no waste when you cut it, and without, he reckoned it would be a problem, and I'd have cut lines going every which way, and it'd be a file that'd easily corrupt. And I got it right. I'm so happy. There was lots of yahooing when it all happened and it came together. And then when Naomi John cut it, and she finally got around to having time to cut it. But yes, like I say, we are having some.
Yeah, but everything.
We're not.
Keeping up orders.
We're keeping up with orders. We're just, some things we're having to source from a different place. Okay, we're not doing corners right now. I'm going to show you the corners together. I'm actually thinking I'm going to leave the corners as they are. I'm making confetti. Half circle confetti.
Can you tear the paper down the roller to get a different effect? Probably.
Probably.
More than likely then. More than likely.
I don't know why I'm trying to get this straight. This is just an example. Oh, that's cool. Oops, let go of it. We were trying to go and see our boys for Easter, but I don't know how we're going to go. We're just going to play by ear whether we can actually get, how much fuel's going to cost. So there you go. It tears.
Nice.
I like that. Watch this space. Naomi John will tear it. I'm just going to hide it in with all my other rulers. See, I like the stamp edge. I've never seen a stamp edge ruler before. I do have something else I'm working. I do have another template set that we've got manufactured. We've had it done for a couple of months now. But we're not ready to release it yet, because it's kind of going to come out with passion. So you kind of have to wait. We're hoping the truck delivers passion on Tuesday. It was meant to get delivered yesterday. I'm hoping it gets delivered Tuesday. And as you can imagine, not releasing a collection has a very, very big follow-on effect with everything we do. So we've got another template set that can't come out because it goes with passion. We've got other products that go with passion. The online store has a whole ton. If you know anyone that's doing the passion virtual retreat, they can tell you how many products they've got in their private shopping section in the online store. It's huge. Okay. Oh, I like it. It's actually a nice shape to, it's actually a nice shape to cut out. I'm surprised at how even I'm getting them all. I think we fulfilled 37 orders today. It's pretty phenomenal. Next week is scrapbooks week, and then the week after is April classes. April kits leave the building. Oh, some left today. Some leave tomorrow. I think the rest leave on Monday. What else have we got to talk about? Oh, I did get asked if we were increasing our postage. We are not increasing our postage yet. Even though Australia Post is putting a surcharge on us, we are not increasing our postage yet. I'm going to try and avoid it. As much as possible. Our American and Canadian and UK postage might go up. Our New Zealand postage will not. But our American postage is not covering the cost right now. And UK is getting harder. But yes, our American postage is just not covering the cost. So it will go up soon. Which is unfortunate. We have some amazing American customers who love buying our stuff because it's made in Australia. Okay. We were hoping in April to launch a big new product, but and that's Quentin's baby, not mine. I'll do he's designed the products. I'll be doing the technical side of the files and all that. I'll be doing that. Naomi will be helping her father with it, but it is actually Quentin's product, not ours. Rightio. So we've got our stamp. Look at that. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like the shape. Okay. So let's get our piece of paper 1 and we're going to cut it down to 12 inches and we're going to move along very quickly. Oh, thank you, Jacqueline. Jacqueline is my scribe. Guess what I'm buying next? Okay, cool. Well, so we're going to cut a piece of paper 1 to 12 inches. It will be the paper we've run out of first in Traveler's Journal. Then let's have a look. I want to put, I'm going to cut a 10-inch by 10-inch piece of this paper number 4. Now, there's no scam going on. The video company did change their duck thing from green to blue. Just so you know, you're not going crazy. The duck thing on the video on the top left has changed from green to blue. I'm not understanding why they did it. Hold on. So I'm going to put that on there. And then I think we had the yellow up there. So I think if we do that, and then we put our suitcase there. Oh, do you know what I love is when you design a layout and you forget all about putting photos on it. You know how when you get all excited and then go, well, where am I going to put my photos? I don't want to put any photos on it. Don't think I do. I think I want to put them on a little card. I think I want to put don't want to cover things. Put that up there. So Milton's helping us. We had picked him up from the international airport that morning after him being away in Korea and Japan and Hong Kong for 3.5 weeks. We actually, yes. This is meant to be an interactive layout, but I just don't think it's going to be. I just don't know. We said yes to adventure. Remember to enjoy the journey. We said yes to adventure. I think we said yes to adventure, and then we do a couple of arrows. Okay, what do you think? You could cut one of the suitcases open and slip in a journal box or photos card. Oh, that's a good idea. I feel like the page feels like I often feel like the page feels like a piece of art. Feel the photos take from it at times. Oh, Debbie, I know what you mean. But I've got to remember the photos of the purpose. Okay, we might do that. We might cut. Oh, I think I've got an idea. Okay, so our title's going to sit on, I think it's going to go up here. I think it's definitely going to go on brown. So I think we bring in like the, the suitcasey tealy color. This is Viridian. It's not bad. I think we need to add a bit of blue to it, but this is phthalo blue. Let's add a tiny touch of blue and then, muddy it up with some brown. Rightio. Okay, the secret to the creative palette is going to be cleaning it. I have a jar of water, please. It is actually going to be cleaning it. Like giving it a wipe when you're finished. Oh my gosh. Calm down, Lisa. Were they super messy when they did their video on Friday night? Shh. She's telling you all not to tell me.
There is no need to give away the secrets.
That's your jar.
It is. You made me move the jars out of the bathroom. I went up to the bathroom to grab one.
Yeah, I made her clean up all her jars out of the bathroom. So we're just going to smear. We're not going to do big dollopy doos. So we've got some Viridian, and we're just going to need a tiny touch of blue. So this will work with your ink pads as well, and also your paint pens. Remembering we don't use our ink pads and paint pens on a surface that has got water because it trashes them. So a little bit of that. Then let's get this brush. This is a 7 flat. A little bit of water. Let's get rid of this. A little bit of Not blue enough. Blue, 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 blue. Oh, too much blue. Bit of brown. And so what we can do... That's pretty good. But what we want to have is we want to have a bit of variety. We don't want it all to be exactly the same colour. Like we want a little bit of a variety colour. But we said yes to adventure. And I'm going to go from the top with this. I need just a touch more water in it. Might still be a little green. And with the arrows, if you have a little bit of each of the colours, the arrows don't all turn out the same colour, and that's a good thing. And as we paint it on, because we've got a bit of water on our brush, it just blends out nicely. Now we might decide we need another coat, and that's okay. So coming from the bottom, let's add a little more blue this time. Amelia and I have a birthday partying tomorrow. I don't know if it's a 12th birthday or an 11th birthday.
It's a birthday.
It's a birthday. One of her new friends. She made some awesome new friends this year.
I made 2 new friends this year.
At dancing, not at school.
Yes.
No one knew at school, is there?
No. Well, no one knew in my class.
Millie's at a fairly small school, so. Okay. Let's bring a bit of blend in. And I'm still using a fair bit of water so that we don't get thick bits and globby bits in our design. Let's use a bit more brown here. Just in places and blending it through. More brown. Oops, that's so I don't know if we will get to see our boys for Easter. We were hoping to go to Brisbane, but just not sure how that's going to go. Okay. So I'm just doing like quite watery now in places with the colours, just to find a bit of colour through. Still a bit more of this already. I just wanted to have a nice variety, be interesting. There we go. Oh, I don't know if you can see the colour variety, but it's there. Trust me. It's clean. Now, a little tiny bit of water. I'm going to say the cloths like this from Bunnings, it pains me to say, but Bunnings are better than the cheap shop. Bunnings were actually cheaper than the cheap shop in any case. There we go. And you could get hand sanitizer. Quentin and I had an interesting experience on the way back to Womble. We obviously hadn't used the hand sanitizer that's in my door, or the front passenger door of the car, and it had gone watery, and it is more potent than ever before. Quentin had a little cut on his hand, and he was squealing like a girl. Yes, you probably heard him in Victoria. Squealing like a girl because he had a cut in his hand. You could cut one of the suitcase. Yep. Vice President was making everyone think twice about traveling. Oh, yes. I've been printing photos like mad the last 2 days when I can to play catch up with 2024. When I started 25, but only January and February. Fun looking at how much we have done in a year and how much everyone has changed. I love scrapbooking. Oh, yes. Yes, Jacqueline. That is one of my favourite parts of scrapbooking, isn't it? Seeing the changes. The girls and I have been looking at photos a lot lately. And oh my gosh, have we all changed? Let's get the dodgy design board. It's not dodgy, it's just the one I cut the most. I cut the other one on the weekend. I took it with me. Okay, so we're going to come in an inch, and T-Rule is really good for this because I can bring it up to the edge. We're going to come in an inch all the way around and make this stamp piece into a frame. Waste not, want not. Because I think what we'll do is we'll use it for journaling. We'll use the middle of this for our journal blocks. Or our journal little... Might make some little journal cards. How's that sound? Journal cards. God, wait. I'm going to pull some. So in an inch all the way around. But yeah, we are. Someone said accommodation was getting cheaper, but it just got dearer today. So I have been watching. Let's. So we're going to put this on the page like that. Let's cut the middle out. Let's put it there and cut the middle out. Just Just got to find what I've done with the pencil. So we'll get there. I don't know if the Redshaws are ready for their first Easter apart yet. I know. I cut the middle out of things. But trust me, it makes my albums way less. Okay.
It's like weightlifting.
Less like weightlifting. So, okay. So when you raise something up on a page, let's talk about this. Chippy strips actually really help with this. When you raise something up and you put the chippy strip around the outside edge, like that, you create the dimension here, right? But if you don't put the chippy strip in the middle, no one really notices because it's where you see the edge of the paper or card or element, where you see it on the edge, if that's raised up, that's what gives you the dimension. Whereas you could just leave it flat in the middle and it's not, no one's any the wiser. See you morning. Love you. And say goodnight to everybody.
Good night, hello, goodbye.
Okay. Give another kiss. Cleaned your teeth?
Yeah.
Okay. Sleep well.
Oh.
So you can just raise around the edges and not worry about the middle because it doesn't actually affect it. So I'm going to do chippy strip around the outside of my inner brown piece, and then I'm going to do it on my stamp background, but I'm going to put the like that, and then I'm going to do the bags. But I think what we do with the bags is we might make each layer of bags into a pocket. I think that'll be cool. Okay, so I'm going to cut these into 3s. So I have gaps between. I don't need to be. What's a skinny one? I thought I didn't use many of the skinny ones, but I think I might use a few of the skinny ones. I don't know. I do like this 1/4 inch size. Everyone say no, Mealy. So we do have a lot of things. We have a lot of things on. I'm working on something cool for May. I think you'll like it. Hopefully I can get the whole project finished by the 1st of May.
Sorry, I'm just working out exactly.
3 pieces of paper, a mega fussy cut, a creative builder.
So far.
Yeah, and we're not using the pocket.
Okay.
I don't think we're going to use the pocket.
We've decided against the pocket?
Yep, we've decided against the pocket.
Okay.
So let's stick this to our stamp frame. I think on Sunday we're doing a. Where are we going? This one here. So that one and that one go over the edge. And this one here, but not this one. So I'm gonna we're gonna show the April kits.
Yeah.
So that everyone gets to see what they've got a fussy cut. Oh, I think they're pretty good.
Oh, they're amazing.
Pretty excited to use them. So I'm going to stay away a little bit from these three corners. Because they're kind of going off the edge and I don't want to be cutting through chicken strip. You can do it, but I just don't like doing it. Thank you to everyone that bought in our chipboard. Yeah, bit silly doing a colour cut sale one weekend and a chipboard one the following weekend. Thank you to everyone that purchased. We have manufactured a ridiculous quantity of colour cuts and chipboard. And oops. So which is the one?
We're nearly done though.
We're pretty close. We've sent most of the orders. A lot of the ones, yeah. We've actually sent a lot of orders. Okay. I like that. So then in our pockets, we can put, so we've got these. So this is B. Nope. C. Nothing in C. And C will go into, it'll go into this one. There's another tag on a Creative Builder, isn't there? The pointy one. There we go. This is the same photo. Nearly, my hand's in that one. Right, and then these go on there. Okay. So, from our, we have an 8-month-old fight going to sleep here at the moment, not being as good as Amelia. Oh my gosh. You know, Joanne, you know what she's probably doing. She's in her room being really sneaky reading. I could just about guarantee that she's in her room being sneaky reading. She wouldn't be the first girl in this household to do it. Naomi, John and I are both readers as well. So Quentin got home from Coles the other night at 11:30 and he contemplated reading his book at midnight. He said, oh, I thought you might get up me if I started reading at midnight. I'm like, you're too right, I was going to get up, yeah. So we're going to trace this one. This is a C. So how wide was it? Can anyone remember? Was it the 2-inch wide one?
I believe so, yes.
I think it might have been the 2-inch wide one. Or the 2.5. We're going to trace 2 because I'm going to put I'm going to put the photos on one side, and I'm going to put another journaling block. Like I'm going to have journaling on one side and photos on the other, because it was a little comical. The whole suitcases, bags,
How much you were taking.
yeah. And you know what? Out of Brisbane, none of our bags got ruined. Oh, except for those cheap Move It bags. They're not cheap. The Move It bags from Bunnings, like Go Move or whatever they are. It's kind of like the old style stripy bag, but they're meant to be stronger. Rolled my eyes then, just so you all know. Yeah, so they got their handles ripped off. Not all of them, but by the time we got back to Australia, they had. But when we went out of Sydney, they actually broke in some way, shape, or form every single suitcase. Because one of them, we've only just recently found a piece of plastic missing. A piece of plastic and metal, actually, it was. And the bag actually doesn't function anymore. It's the first time we've gone to use it, and we realised that it was broken as well. Rightio. So I would recommend doing the straight edge, like cutting across this straight edge first. And I probably could have done that with a trimmer or a craft knife, but no. Oh well. I've got 2 perfect edges and 2 not perfect edges. And then I'm gonna say the smaller format's probably a lot easier to hold.
Oh, so you're using the inside of the paper too as well?
Huh?
Using the inside of paper too?
Yeah. I'm using the inside of paper too.
So it's paper 1, paper 2, and paper 4?
Yep.
Oh my gosh, I'm that good.
And that Adventureful chipboard,
Yes.
which I've been trying to wrangle a sheet of this for a while.
I did have one cut for you on Wednesday, but then
Yep. Dad gave it to someone. Dad sold it.
Biggest swooping off ever.
Yeah, Quentin's pretty bad. Naomi has done 2 weeks now at her new job as working back in the fashion and uniform industry as a graphic designer, but working locally, not working for a big capital city company anymore. Working locally, and it's going okay. She only does 2 days a week, so Quentin and I have been running the laser.
Sell.
Yeah, running Russell like Russell has never been run before.
Not what she told me.
What's that?
Oh, I was just saying, not what she told me.
Oh no, she was on the go. got 2 of these. Oh, crap. This is what a live class is about. It's not about me having stuff pre-cut. It's not about me fast forwarding the video. It's about it being live and you're seeing exactly how it happens, how it's done, the time frame it takes. It's not long. You could probably do this quicker. Like if you weren't chatting and making decisions. And see, I thought I was going to use a pocket. Did I use a pocket? That's pretty cool. I do like it. And see, I'm using it before Naomi John so that you know what she's going to do, don't you? She's going to put paint on it. She's going to put paint on all my things. And when I'm going to actually make sure I buy her a creative palette of her own so she doesn't use mine.
I was planning to zhuzh up your palette tonight.
Yeah, because she is not going to clean it.
You might have to buy yourself your own one.
I might have to buy my own. So after class, Naomi John's intending on painting.
I do best when I scavenge.
Yeah. I have set Naomi John a challenge for her Monday night mixed media canvas art class. And you see if you can work out what one of her favourite all-time, actually, it'll be one of her all-time favourite shows.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. She's not being inspired. I didn't tell her to take inspiration from one of her favourite authors. But you could be mistaken for thinking I did. Actually, it is one of her favourite authors, but not up there as much as another one. But you'll have to work it out. But we can't say it because it's copyright. But she's just being a little inspired. Tomorrow night's pretty cool. What we've got for you tomorrow night. I'm not going to say what collection we're using tomorrow night because you're not even going to. I don't think you'll even guess it.
Maybe they could guess that as well.
What's that?
Maybe they could guess that.
Well, there you go. You could, if you guessed tomorrow night's collection, we could give out a paper pack for tomorrow night's collection. There you go.
I've only got like 20. No, how many collections do we have? No, it's like 40 or something.
Oh, we've got more than that. We've done over 60 collections.
We have? Oh, I live in the world.
I think we've done over 60 collections. How many are we up to, Jacqueline?
I need 64.
I don't know. It's a ridiculous amount.
Okay, so I'm thinking this for the option where they click to get the template.
Yep. But you've got to add the items.
Oh,
Yeah.
obviously.
I'm not that.
But yeah, okay. So what was tomorrow night's? A dimensional B layout. If anyone can guess what collection it's going to be using, I will give you a paper pack. Not a kit, but a pattern paper pack for tomorrow night's collection. The main collection. I'm actually going to use a little tiny bit from a secondary collection, but the main collection for tomorrow night. Where's the eraser? Let's see who guesses it first. And it'll be as the comments pop up on my screen here. Oh, okay, not 60. Oh, no, I've got 60 in my drive. I've got 74 in my hard drive. Thought I was up to 60. Okay, 52 was Western Girl. There you go. But yes, if you can guess what the main collection for tomorrow night is, you will win a paper pack for that collection. Let's make it unboring while I'm erasing my pencil lines, because I'm going to make these double-sided. Okay, so they were the 2 3/4. So if we make let's make 2 1/4 inch squares. I guess traditional Christmas. No, not traditional Christmas. So I need 2 1/4 inch squares. So I need 2 from this paper here.
You're not adding.
What's that? No. I'm not adding anything. So 2 1/4 inch squares. Let's come across here. So 2 1/4. I need 2 squares. 2 1/4. 2 1/4. Right, 2 1/4. And then I need to make my photographs into. My photographs need to be 2 1/4 inch squares. I can get rid of those people because they're not my husband and son. So 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. Oh, I just need to crop a bit of height. I need to come a bit closer at the bottom. So make sure I've got plenty of room above Milton's head. Right. And then let's get rid of those people there. 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. Definitely put this here. It was quite funny. Oh, have we got any guesses? Is it fair to keep on guessing? Yes, it's fair to keep on guessing. Cutie bugs? No, not cutie bugs. Good guess, but no. Okay, so we used template C from the new template set. Tape. That's what I'm looking for. And our little photos. So they're going to go on the cream side. And then on the other side, we're going to put, we're going to put on the teal side, or the aqua, or whatever colour you want to call it, we're going to put the line paper for journaling. And then that gives it a bit of body. So we've got Quentin and Milton. So Naomi John's going to have an option on the kit that if you want to order the template or the ruler or both, you can. Or the, are you putting the creative palette.
Creative palette there too.
Oh, look, there you go. Right. So we're going to have these ones in this pocket here. And then I've got this tag from the Creative Builder, and I'm going to put it down here in a pocket. So I'm going to stick it to the back of my I'm going to stick it well. So I'm going to stick it with to the back of my journaling paper. And then we'll stick some of our little embellies on that. And then I've got, from my Creative Builder, I've also got a, yep, there's a Mega Fussy Cut in the Creative Builder, remember?
Yep, I'm working on it.
How do my lines go? They go across that one. I've got this tag and this tag, but what I might do is I might stick them on so the lines go across. So I'll get more on a line of journaling. So these pictures were in the car on the way down the day before. Oh, geez, that's going to be hard to cut. Right. And the little ones will go up in here, and then the big one will go down here, and then we'll do something. Yep. Okay. And we're just going to cut along the edge. So we're making our tag a little stiffer, but we're also putting lines in the back for journaling.
Are we planning to add any colors or anything?
Nope.
Go with the flow.
Yep. I hope I stuck this on straight. Straightish. Straight enough. And then
Anyone else got any guesses?
anyone else guessing what we're going to use tomorrow night? You guess right and you get a free paper pack.
It's not bad.
It's a dimensional B scrapbook layout. Not the letter B. The bug B.
That could be taken as multiple different.
Yeah. Not the letter B, it's the bug. B the bug. No, when I first started scrapbooking, there were no die cut machines. So we used to use letter templates or stencils, and we used to cut. We used to trace with pencil, and then we used to cut out our letters. Because it wasn't always easy to get stickers either. Okay, let's start at the bottom. And we're going to put it in like on an angle. Let's have a look at our page. We put this, I might actually put it there. So if this goes in on an angle like that, pencil. So we've got there and there. Right. Let me go back, let me go back, let me go back, let me go back, let me go back. Fantasyland, no. Nature's Way is a secondary collection, but not the collection I'm after, not the main one. Cutest Garden, no. Vintage Easter, no. Sunny Days, no. Cutest Garden, no. Vintage Easter, no. Cutie Bugs, no. Cutest Farm, no. Western Girl, no. I'm just going to cut this now. So now, between my marks, I'm going to cut the 20 suitcases on here. Oh, crap. I just went cut road, cut road, cut road. Right. So, no, I need to come a bit more this way. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to keep coming just a touch for some easing. Like we've come an extra ½ an inch. Let's get rid of our pencil lines. Okay. I'm just going to tidy this up from behind. Right, there we go. So this is going to go in there like that. So to make it fit, I'm going to have it sit like that. So to make it fit, let's turn it over and let's create a double height chippy strip pocket, and it's double height because I want to embellish my tag. Where am I? Oh, so close. Aussie Grunge, no. Is the stamp template 2 or 3, and what size are the photos, please? Photos are 2 1/4 by 2 1/4, and it was stamp template C, number C. Lona Farm, no. Boho Beauty, no. Super Fun Times, no. Magical Memories. Oh my gosh, Deborah. There you go. Deborah's the winner. Queen Bee, no, but Queen Bee could have been good. We didn't even think of Queen Bee, did we? Deary me. We don't have pattern paper for Queen Bee. Yeah.
Yeah. It is.
Oopsie. We meant to say that.
Well, you're the boss. So.
I'm the boss. Okay. So we've got our double layer chippy strip. Definitely don't use your fussy cutting scissors to cut a double layer of chippy strip. So, but yes, Magical Memories.
Magical memories.
With a tiny bit of Nature's Way, maybe. Because I'm thinking, oh, I could use, no. Thinking maybe the glitter from. So then when we stick it on, we've got room for it to go in and out there like that. But what we're going to do is we're actually going to come along, and from the back, we're just going to trim just like a hair's breadth from the top of our suitcase. So we're going to come along and we're just going to come in on and just go down just a touch and just along, just gradually trim just the tiniest bit from our suitcase. Like that. I've actually got a dodgy bit there. When it's on the page, it's just going to look a little bit like a shadow. But mostly the tag's going to be in the pocket. Like that. Okay. 1. How long have we been doing this? An hour and 25. Oh, I'm sorry. Eating, just arrived home and I hoped you would have still been going. Oh, yes, I'm still going, Diane. I'm still going. How are you? There you go. Okay, so that's 1. The next one's going to be, we're just going to put them straight in, is our 2 little stamp tags, like this. So I'm going to mark, well, I actually think we cut 2 and around the straps, along and then around the straps on the brown suitcase. So we're going to come along here. Yep. I much prefer scissors to a craft knife, I'm going to say. Okay. Will they go in? Yes, they will. Okay. So we're going to sit these in our pocket. Where they're going to go. In the middle there. Don't want them in too far. I want them in a little bit, but not too far. There we go. And then what we're going to do is the same thing. Is double layered chippy strip. Just going to need 2 bits. Oh, glue. That's what I'm looking for. Sorry. Now the bottom one's got to be sort of like, it's your boundary. So you've got to go, okay, well this is as far as we're going to go. So we're going to go there. Right, so then the last bit is going to be up in this top one, we've got our 2 little tags. Where's the other one? Here. So let's do our 2 little tags and they're going to go off to the side. Right. So let's cut between this left-hand side of this strap and across to about there. There's nothing underneath. So just kind of doing a straightish line this time. I'm not going around stuff again. Now we're not going to embellish these little guys. Not like our first one. Right. So it's probably our pencil lines. Put our tags in. Now this is interesting. So our boundary is going to have to be, and we're going to do double layer chippy strip. Our boundary is going to have to be the top, like above the cut line for the section below.
Do you want a pack of chippy strips in here as well?
Why don't you put them as an option?
Okay. I can do that. I've recently learned this skill and I think I'm getting quite good at it.
So the kit, interesting thing, the kit for the Aussie Grunge interactive double page kit actually has a full pack of chippy strips in it.
Yeah. Oh, and if anyone hasn't bought the mini bookie thing vintage Easter kit,
The vintage Easter mini bookie thingy kit, we made extras of it.
yeah.
They're nearly gone.
Let's just say.
Yep.
Wish listing.
Yep. Okay. So then let's put single layer chippy strip around the outside. Just get control of the depth. Right. This one here, we're going to put in a little because we're probably going to trim a tiny bit off this edge. So it's going to be our left-hand edge, this one over on the right here. So let's get our page. I have got chippy strip there to trim. Swap scissors. That was a little silly. You do have to put glue on them all. But I try not to put the stuff in the pocket straight away because I really want them not to have glue on them. Just up a slight bit from the bottom, but hanging over on the left. Then I'm going to just trim my chipboard. I'm just going to move my page out of the way while I do that. At least I've had my chipboards had time to dry. I mean, yeah. We did a double page this week in the Creative Hub. And did you stick wet chipboard to your card? No?
Glitter glue, yeah. And
Wet
then
glitter glue.
when
I did not stick wet. Ooh, I don't think I did. Let me have a look. No, I did not stick wet chipboard to my page. Oh,
I stuck
Yeah.
that glitter glue down, and then I turned around, and Missy decided that she was going to have a play. So there's some smudged glitter glue on the card now, everywhere.
oh no. Were you still recording?
No, I finished.
Oh
but
no.
I couldn't just leave one dollop of glitter glue off to the side.
Oh.
That's why she wasn't in the house on Thursday morning.
She got kicked out. Poor Missy.
Bugger.
The one-eyed wonder.
Slide.
Poor Missy meow.
Really.
She decided she wanted to play cards.
She
My
just wanted
God.
to have a go at crafting because she's a crafter at heart.
Yep, she's also been she would have been chucking a dart because chucking a bit of a tantrum because Naomi was on the chair. She laid claim to my chair when I was away in Toowoomba for a pop-up shop last weekend. She decided my chair was hers. Came back. And she did not want to vacate. Okay, so when you can't get close enough, just flip it over. Right. I think I want 5 arrows. 5 sounds like a good number, doesn't it? I like the number 5. I've always liked the number 5. 4. Oh, let's do a second medium one. Oh, I know what I was meant to talk about. We still have paint pens for $4. We've sold out of a heap, just so you know.
Let's review this real quick. So they all know about Dad's palette.
They all know about Dad's palette, but yeah, I had an incident through the middle of the year where I ended up with. Mine wasn't quite as big a palette as his. Well, it was a palette.
I will admit that yours was a lot more colourful. Dad seemed
Mine
to focus
was-
on
mine-
browns.
Yeah, well, yeah, but we've nearly sold out of brown. Like, if you want a medium brown, I don't think there's many medium browns left. There's not many metallics left. Metallic pink has taken a hit. Yeah, they've all taken a hit. Okay. So let's put our title here. Like that. Let's turn it on its side. No, I'm actually going to do. I'm going to get rid of this craft knife because it's kind of looking at me and I've lost the lid. I'm going to get rid of the craft knife in any case. It's over there. Let's put some glue on our title. So $4 each for Pilot, Pintor paint pens. Nothing wrong with them. Just Quentin's cracking up because we have excess in Treasure Cove. A couple of baskets. So why not? Also, you know, still got the gilts going on because we've had our supply issue with our passion paper. We think, yeah, it was meant to arrive yesterday, like I said earlier, but now it's meant to arrive Monday. We think the problem is solved. but you can imagine how disruptive it's been for us. I think that's straight. So we've got our little cards, our little stamp pages. I've got a little snip through there. I can see a little touch of white. Then we've got our little tags, and they go in there
Oh my god, it's amazing.
and there. Then this one, this journaling one, is going to go in here. But what we need to do is we need to stick some stuff to it. Okay. Oh, we need to put this photograph on here too. I think there. But what are we going to match it with? What colour do we reckon we mat it with?
These are the hard questions. I reckon some craft or even a tealy colour. How much of the red do you have left?
Put red on it.
Okay. What about paper one? Oh, the wood grain from paper one.
Um, the wood grain from paper one. I don't think I'm going to embellish my tag now. But I think I need to put a big bag here. You mean this? I think. Oh, it's on an angle. Oops. But that's not bad on an angle, is it?
No.
I think that's not bad. I like it on an angle. That's pretty. It's pretty cool. Let's neaten that up. So we're gonna do like a 4. Let's do a 6 1/4. Like 4 1/4. So we're gonna do that one. Nope. Look at that. That's pretty cool. I like the angle. Okay. Let's cut the middle out of that. Oh, I like this page. Oops. So the angular wood paneling is a bit of a yep. So let's put chippy strip over on this side and then this side flat because it's already raised up on the where it sits on the suitcase is already raised. It's not a long way in from the edge, but that's because we've got a little bit going on. Just a bit going on here. We just need a bit of chippy strip up in this corner here. Okay, let's turn it on that side. Raise up our arrow. And we'll get a little leaf. Okay, so let's put our suitcase, but we're only going to glue our suitcase in this bottom portion here so it doesn't affect our tag. We don't want to get glue on our tag. I need to check the comments. Sorry. See yourself.
I think they're just an
So cool with the suitcases. Thank you, Jacqueline. And then, thank you, Jenny. I can't remember what I said. Well, actually, it hasn't been that long since we did our Easter, our vintage Easter weekend where we did 3 classes in 3 days. They were very long classes too.
That was crazy.
Yeah, but we're doing 6 days classes. They're not going to be short classes, but they're not going to be ridiculous either. Like, let's just be honest. But we're not going to short you on the quality of the class for sure. Definitely going to be good classes. So let's put a little bit of chippy strip behind this arrow here. Make it cool. Hoping that's straight. You know. No, we've got that one. And then we're going to put our backpack here. And we're just going to put some chippy strip beside here. Sit it on. Let's take these little tags over a second. And cut like a corner out of that. There, that's better. Maybe John's standing here waiting to take a photo of the page, and I'm just.
You can take your time. I'm waiting for my internet to load. My computer's having a problem.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's okay. It's just been overworked. But it will live.
Just cut a bit off that. Well, I don't know if that looks good above the print's head, but oh, too bad. He'll live. He will survive.
He will survive.
It's sort of flat. Need something here.
That's too
No.
big.
No. 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 I don't think it does.
Could just put.
No.
You know, that could be the spot for journaling.
I need another arrow, but I think that one looks good there. I actually like it there. I think that's straight. I'm contemplating it being called straight. And then I could write some journaling here.
Ready for me to take a photo?
Not really.
Noted.
Let me look at it. Okay, I'm going to trim these bits. Well, I think. Right. What do we think? I don't think it needs anything else. No, I don't think it needs anything else. I think it needs the vacant space. What do you reckon? Look, beautiful page, a real wow page. Awesome page. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. You guys are amazing. Okay, let me put the look at the mess I have. Oh dear, I don't like. Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely need to be doing some cleaning up. No clean up after class. Not like my friends. What do you think, Nate?
Yes. Do you like?
You like it?
Uh-huh. Give me 1 minute. Keep talking.
Keep talking. Okay. Well, let's do some close-ups so you can take some screenshots on your device. Let's a little cluster up here. Love the postage stamps. So we've got 2 little journaling tags for writing on the back. 1, 2. There. And we've got 2 little photo cards, stamped photo cards with writing to go on the back. It's a pretty full-on day. Actually, this day we drove to Brisbane and we changed the battery in our youngest son's car. And then we got this one here with journaling on the back. So it was a pretty eventful, like, day and a half. And then we've got our cluster here. We've got a baggie. We've got a little arrow down here. There we go. It was very eventful. We don't do things in halves. We cram a lot in. So thank you, Mary and Joanne and Di and Linda and Jacqueline and Carol. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you, Sam. Sorry, just logged on. I've been gluing Diamantes on granddaughter's dance costume. Page looks great. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you, Ree. Thank you, Deborah. Love those chipboards and thank you for the giveaway. That's okay. I love giving stuff away. Be safe. Yes. And everyone, yes. We'll see you tomorrow. What is the suitcase stack from? Okay, it is from the Mega Fussy Cut. Look at that. So I have used this backpack, the stack of suitcases, and remember we cut slots in, and I have used this suitcase here, and I've used a heap of these. but I've got these other bags because when we travel with the kids, overseas we have backpacks, but Milton always travels with a backpack. He always flies with a backpack with his like iPad and whatever other devices and that. Oh look, I found a lid to the craft knife. It's not gonna end in disaster now. I have to show you this. This is on my desk. This is a paper crane made by Amelia Rand. Her social justice group at school, run by her school principal. Used to be called Mini Vinnies. Naomi John was in the first ever Mini Vinnies at our school. They're doing a paper crane project. So she's been making millions of them. So they're everywhere. So that's one on my desk. It's very good. She's very, very good at it. And she's got some bedazzled ones. Debbie, you need a bedazzler. Oh, I know what I'm adding to my cart. Fab paper crane. It is fabulous, Antonia. It is. And it was lovely seeing you and your wonderful husband last weekend and chatting and spending time with you guys. So the new things were the mega fussy cart, and then this is the stamp edge and scallop. So it's the stamp and scallop because the inside is scallops template. Now some of these are a little small, but you could definitely use them with a blending brush or a sponge dauber. I would cut that. Trust me. I'm going to cut that. And this is the 5th one here. And then we had our creative palette, which I put my paint on and mix my paint. And then I could move that. So that's like 5 inches across. I could just move that away and I can come back to it and leave my sidekick where my sidekick sits, but I've packed my sidekick up at some stage. And then the other thing was we had the stamp edge ruler, which is what we made the big stamp frame with, which I am going to use so much. I love it. I love it. I think Naomi John has an idea for using it, so yeah. She will. Yep. Oh yeah, she says she'll be using that. She's just getting the kit up and ready to go. Now, where am I going to keep this? Where is this going to live? Oh, that can live right there. Perfect. A little spot for that.
And the kit is up.
The kit is up. There you go.
It has the add-on extras where you can add.
And you can click to add like a creative palette or a ruler or a template set.
The link's going to be on Facebook. I can't add it to YouTube because I'm not on your account.
No, she can't add it to YouTube. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to add the link to YouTube. So they've actually changed a lot of things now. So we actually are limited to what we can add to where, because we have to be logged into the right account. Oh, look at that picture she made.
I'm very good for
Oh my gosh, I am loving that picture.
I should tell myself else as a photographer, honestly.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool. There we go. I can put a link in, but she can't.
But there we go.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. There we go. So it's in there. So thank you very much for coming. This is day 1 of 6 days, and we're only doing a class a day because we just spent just over 2 hours together. I love the layout. I think it's well worth it. I think it's pretty cool. And I've got plenty of space for the story that goes with these photos. And then, you know, I know it's over 2 days, but the drive down in the car and picking Milton up in the morning from the airport and all those sort of things. I'll probably put a bit more journaling here as well. And I will probably write that with, I might grab my gold or my green. I don't know about the green. I might have a look. So this is green. The grassy green is light green. Maybe not. I might do metallic green. Let me have a look at what metallic green looks like. And a fine, like in an extra fine. So I might do metallic green in an extra fine, in a pilot pen, like, so that in a fine or an extra fine. and that'll be enough too, because this is a medium, and I'll put that on there, some writing. I like that. So take care, stay safe. Thank you so much for coming along. We really truly appreciate your time, and thank you to everyone that shopped with us last weekend and last week. And don't forget, we still have Pilot paint pens, including the broad, the big ones, in for $4 each. Yes, I'll look at tomorrow. Going to bed soon. Yes, I think that is a goer because I still need to read my book. Like, I'm really tired, but I still need to read before I go to sleep. So take care, everyone, and we will see you tomorrow sometime. Thank you.